Before we get started, I like to pray to the east. I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kadash. And the on Stills, great millstone, while lunch is true. And also to those elect that sky the broad. I like to say, Shalom. And come back to you today with another great and powerful live camp through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of the live camp is Hear the Words of the Lord. So I like to say Shalom to all our listeners. I hope this will help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So we knowing that this word is going out through the four corners of the earth. We seeing that the men of the Lord are standing on their watch. They're standing on fire for Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And one thing about it, we still have a lot of people are still unbelievers. You know what I'm saying? We still have believers and unbelievers. It's always Israel has always been like these 2/3 right now. They're out having a great old time right now. They're in the house of mirth. They still are not hearing the words of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. That's why the Lord said, they shall seek me early. So we know that we're right upon the time of trouble that we've never seen before. We know that we'll sound like a broken record. But one thing about it, these are the times that we're living in. The Lord said, don't give them rest day or night. You know what I'm saying? The watchmen of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And one thing about it is that we knowing that we're very close. We saying that these prophecies are constantly lining up just like clockwork. We seeing that they're speaking right now. We seeing that it's not delaying anymore, not tearing anymore. We seeing that these prophecies are constantly being fulfilled. That said measure is almost here. In the middle of the Lord, they are constantly warning you left and right. But a lot of people still are not hearing. Those are the 2/3. They will be cut off and die on his side, but they still thinking that things are not going to happen. Still thinking that things are far off. And one thing about it, they still think that they're all a good case. They're in the house of mirth. You know what I'm saying? Constantly despising and scoffing the words of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. But the Lord is getting ready to put an end to all of this. You know what I'm saying? All this proudness, all this self-will, all this to do thy will spirit, that's Jezebel spirit. The Lord is getting ready to do away with all of that. The earth is out of course. The Lord is getting ready to set this place back into order right before your eyes. He's doing it right now through the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He set things back in order with this word, with this wisdom, with this knowledge. The Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. And one thing about it, are you hearing? Are you listening? Are you seeing? You know what I'm saying? The proof man what? Foresees the evil. What is these evils coming? I'm telling you about what? These rumors of war. I'm telling you about this uprising, civil unrest, civil war. That's been in the news I don't know how long. And we seeing that these migrants are constantly increasing into these cities around America. Is it by design or is it manufactured? It's all manufactured through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord's getting ready to bring down Babylon the Great, which in fact is America, the hammer of the whole earth. This place is getting ready to be destroyed in 1 hour, but you're not hearing the words of the Lord. And one thing about it is that, hey, who are the voice of the Lord? Those are the true men of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, the one that's standing in the highways and the byways, the one you constantly scoff and mock, still thinking that, hey, they're wearing dresses, they're teaching hate speech. You know what I'm saying? We goes over these things left and right. We already know that the 2/3, they're not gonna get it this time around. It's only meant for a certain for a remnant. That remnant is the elect, the true believers of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Like right now, the day, it's warm, it's nice, it's sunshine out there. This is the quiet before the storm. And one thing about everything is, it's lovely today. Let's drink and be merry, as of the days of Noah. There is no new thing under the sun. They was drinking and marrying and having a great old time. So we already know that a lot of things are happening. We know that in the news, we know that in Texas, about this so-called wildfire that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Also, they had a snowstorm over there in I think it was Amarillo, Texas. But anyway, we already know that, say, hey man, these things are constantly happening. These events. You know what I'm saying? These direct energy weapons. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we know that left-hand energy is working, but only for a certain time. His time is short. That his reign of terror is almost over. Who we're talking about? The devil. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, that deceiver. Who is that deceiver? Esau, Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of, the modern day so-called white man. And one thing about it is that we seeing that, his his rulership is almost over. That's why all these things constantly happening like a what? A domino effect. And a lot of people still are not listening. That the word is being a stumbling block to them. And one thing about the Lord has what? Has blocked them. The Lord is the door. Yahweh Shah Hamashiach is the door. No man comes to the Father but by him. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So the Lord, you know, if you are deceived and you don't know, acting like you don't know what the hell is going on in this world, because the Lord has what? Has blocked you. He has blinded you. And one thing about it, he don't want you to get it. He wants you to what? To melt you. He's getting ready to destroy you. And the man, Lord, we constantly warn you, you don't want to hear nothing about you going to die. You want to hear about everything will be all right. Everyone can be saved. Talking about white man Jesus. You know, that is a myth. And one thing about it, we already know that our Lord and Savior is a Negro man from the tribe of Judah. And one thing about it, it's already been broken down 7 times before even the global elites, the devil even know that. So one thing about it is that our people are very docile. They're very perverse. You know what I'm saying? They love wickedness. You know what I'm saying? They love the oppressor, and they're getting ready to be totally destroyed. So one thing about it that we know that we had in the past, you know, like when Paul did his ministry, you had the what? The believers, and you had the what? The unbeliever. You know what I'm saying? So it's no new thing under the sun. You know, I don't want to hear this. Talk to the hand. What are you talking about? What is this all about? Well, you getting ready to find out when Jacob's trouble starts. What is that? Don't worry about it. When you see all these bodies laying in the street, that's what we're talking about. Because the body count is getting ready to be great. They thinking the Lord is coming back, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, they say everything is all right, don't matter what you have done, everything is fine. You know, so I know I said I was going to kill everything in sight that did not seek me, you know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, the Lord said he would call division. We seeing that division. We seeing that spirit of vengeance that's constantly working each and every day. Hey, man, the Lord's constantly warning. Let's get a couple of warm-up scriptures, you know what I'm saying? And I see that, you know, a lot of these wicked ass, you know, Negroes right now, you know, they partying, listening to their music, smoking that devil weed, you know what I'm saying? Doing all sorts of abomination, twerking, having a great old time, following that bag, but that bag gonna lead to that what? That grain of rice. You know what I'm saying? They right now they're in the park right now having a great old time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at, hey, you just don't know. You in for a rude awakening. So we got a couple of warm-up precepts. Let's go here to Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. It said, what then? Israel has not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election has attained it, and the rest was blinded. Who is the rest? The 2/3. They was blinded. The Lord didn't let them in. So I don't want them. They were bucking up back in Moses' time. They were scoffing and mocking, murmuring. The Lord heard that. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, you know, you're not going to come into the kingdom of heaven. Your ass going to be all the way right. You getting ready to get purged with that fire. You know what I'm saying? He said, you still looking after these things of the world. The Lord is not dealing with the world. The Lord is only dealing with the elect. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, the Lord already said that the wisdom, the knowledge of this world is foolishness to him. You're not seeking your true power, and you're not part of the elect, plain and simple. Your ass is getting ready to die. We constantly warn you left and right. Hey, you know, let's read this again. It said, Romans chapter 11 and verse 7 said, what then? Israel has not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election has attained it, and the rest was blinded. And one thing about it, we're going to keep moving on, whether you will hear or whether you will forbear. Verse 8, it said, according as it is written, the Almighty has given them a spirit of slumber, eye that they should not see, and ear that they should not hear until this day. Right now, you know what I'm saying? Their asses can't hear. They're not seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, they were that same rebellious house that did not want to return to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, doing all this damn wickedness right now. You know what I'm saying? Our own people, which in fact are the 2/3, you know what I'm saying? The Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Indians, you know, they're our own enemy. They're going to turn against us when this time of trouble comes. Oh, he was one of them that was wearing those dresses. He was the one said the white man was the devil. You know, try to save your own life. The Lord already said the one that saves his life shall lose his life. So one thing about it is that, hey, the Lord already got everything lining up. You know, see, he's putting the chess pieces in place. And one thing about it, the Lord is only coming back for those true believers. You know, the one that's constantly, you know, hold his testimony. You know, the one that is standing bold in the face of their oppressor. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, hey, man, we constantly warn you left and right. Verse 9, even King David said this right here. He said, Romans chapter 11, verse 9 said, and David said, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Verse 10 said, let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back away. And one thing about it, you know what I'm saying, let their asses stay docile. Let their ass stay in the dark. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, you know, if you're not trying to seek the Lord, you know what I'm saying, you're walking in the congregation of the dead. You're spiritually dead. You're getting ready to be physically dead very soon. And the Lord, we're constantly warning you left, right. This whole place right now, what you enjoy, what you're seeing right now, all around, when you look all around you right now, America, Babylon the Great, this place is getting ready to be the lake of fire. Do you know that? You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, this all the elements, you know what I'm saying, and everything will be dissolved here. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that in a minute. So we'll constantly warn you left and right. And a lot of our people, hey, they just can't get their mind right. You know what I'm saying? But they're getting ready to what? To get their mind right very soon. So let's go here to Revelation chapter 1. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. And it said, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, the elect, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. What time is at hand? You know what I'm saying? We have the what? At the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? We're at a time of trouble that we have never seen before. You know, Jacob's trouble, the beginning of sorrows, great mourning, great death. You know what I'm saying? Great sorrow, you know, and mourning. Vexation of spirit is coming upon us at a fast pace. And a lot of our people still are playing games. And all the games about to be over. Let's read this again. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, you know, there's a lot of our people, hell, they don't even want to pick up the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to read no type of articles and that. You know what I'm saying? They only believe in them pastor pork chop. Going in these goddamn harlot houses, which in fact they call churches. You know what I'm saying? Talking about a house of worship. I call it a house of foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, pastor pork chop gonna tell you what you want to hear. Smooth lies and deceit. You know, the Lord love everyone. Everything is going to be fine. The Lord is going to bless you today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, one thing about it, everything will be fine. We are saved and filled with the Holy Ghost. You believe that damn shit, you get ready to die. And we constantly warn you left and right. So let's read this again. And one thing about it is that, you know, a lot of people is not going to hear until they see these goddamn, until these missiles go to fly. You know, when they see all this destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say until all the inhabitants, you know what I'm saying, to the Lord that started destroying this place. They're going to see it happening right before our eyes, you know, but it's going to be what? Really too late. They shall seek me early. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3 said, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. What? Hey, man, judgment is now at hand. Also, we're at the end. You know, the end is being manifest right before our rumors of war, you know, uproars of the people, civil unrest, you know what I'm saying, perplexity, the waves of war, you know what I'm saying, nations are divided, nations are constantly going up one against another. We're seeing that also, you know what I'm saying, we see that the Lord is gathering the nation. You know what I'm saying? Over there in Ezekiel chapter 38, we're seeing all these things are picking up. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, wait on me until I rise up against the praise. So the Lord is getting ready to judge this place. And everybody with that indignation, that fervent heat, those IBCM missiles are getting ready to fly. You already knowing that Russia has warned NATO and also America about getting too close to their borders. So, you know what I'm saying, we seeing that, you know what I'm saying, threats behind threats, you know what I'm saying, rumors here, mischief there, you know, these things are getting ready to escalate. You know, a lot of people say, this is not going to happen, that is not going to happen. This is what the Bible says. So let's go to Sirach chapter 39. Let's go to Sirach chapter 39. Just warm up scriptures. Sirach chapter 39. Sirach chapter 39 and verse 1. Sirach chapter 39 and verse 1 said, but he that is given his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek after the wisdom of all the ancients, and be occupied in prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Those are the elect. You know what I'm saying? The men that meditate day and night. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of time. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it will be a stronghold when these times of trouble come. You will be in a secret place of Yahweh. The Lord will sustain you. He will provide for when these times of trouble come. You know, when that time of trouble comes, Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. We already know that MOTB is fastly approaching. Let's get a little bit more here. Let's go here to Ecclesiastes chapter 39. Let's drop down to verse 24. And it reads that, and said, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So, you know, there's a lot of people, you know, they just can't get it right now. They hearing it's going out, they're going in one ear and out the another. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, they'll listen for a little while, you know, and they feel good to them. But soon as adversity comes, you know, it chokes them out, you know, the ways of this world. You know what I'm saying? Because what? They don't have faith. You know, if you don't have faith, it is impossible to please Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh. So let's go there. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 11. Let's go here. So one thing about it, that your faith is getting ready to be tried. It's getting ready to be maxed out. You're getting ready to be found worthy of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1 said, now faith is the substance of things hoped for the evidence of things not seen. So one thing about it is that, even though that, these things are not happening right now, but we know that they're going to happen because what? We have faith, blind faith. That's why the Lord said, blessed is he that believe and yet have not seen. So one thing about it, so you got to be totally locked in and focused. And one thing about it is that, if you do not have faith, you are dead. Faith and work hand in hand. You can't just be a listener only. You got to be a doer, doing the will of Yahweh. If you know something, say something. I mean, a lot of our people, they're afraid to say so. Let's drop down to verse 11. It says, Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 3, it said, though faith we understand that the world's Salakia. Let's drop down to verse 6, Salakia. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 6, and he said, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Almighty must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Those are the elect. And one thing about it, you got to have your mind made up. You got to be grounded and seated. You got to make yourself a living sacrifice each and every day. Have a renewing of the mind, taking off the old man and putting on the new man. And seeing a lot of people right now still love the old man. They still love carnally things. They are not thinking spiritually. So to be carnally minded is what? Is death. So we already know that a lot of people getting ready to die in a great number. We know it's getting ready to happen right before our eyes. So let's go here to Romans chapter 13. Let's go here to Romans chapter 13. Romans chapter 13. Let's see, make sure we still rolling. Yeah, we still rolling. Okay, we still rolling. That's good. And let's go to Romans chapter 13. Romans chapter 13. We'll start up at verse 11. So this is where we at right now. We seeing that, hey man, our time is almost up. We seeing that transition to power is taking place. We knowing that, the Lord already told us what to look for right before his great and glorious return. We knowing that our salvation is at the door. The Lord's getting ready to come to deliver us with great glory and great power. We're here. That's why the Lord said, look up. Your redemption drawing nearer and nearer. Luke chapter 21 and verse 20, I think it's 28. Romans chapter 13 and verse 11 said, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer when we believe, because of what? The prophecy they're speaking right now. The visions, the signs of the time. And also we know what's coming April the 8th. We already know that, that total eclipse. So a lot of prophetic things that get ready to come to pass. Also, we know that the Passover's in the next couple of weeks. So we're getting very close. The New Year starts in April. So, hey, man, Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. So we're seeing that these holy days are coming upon us. And one thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. So we're seeing that our salvation is getting nearer and nearer. We're getting closer and closer to that perfect day. That is the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. Verse 12, it said, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. What is that armor of light? This wisdom, this knowledge, this gospel. One thing about it, let your light shine. And one thing about it is, a lot of people right now, seeing that we're shining. Seeing that this wisdom is in us. So what are they talking about? They are strange. What is this all about? They're getting ready to find that very soon. The Lord is getting ready to uncover. He's already removing the covering cast. That's why a lot of things are happening. The vibration of the earth is changing. So the night is far spent. It's almost midnight. It's already said the doomsday clock said it was 90 or 30 seconds or somewhere like that to midnight. So all hell is getting ready to break loose. You getting ready to find out. Hear the words of the Lord. Verse 13 said, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, and not in clamoring and wantonness, not in striving envy. So one thing about it, you got to let go of these mortal thoughts. Let go of the ways of the world. Come out of that mindset. One thing about it, all this, a lot of people they are more focused on their finance or their wealth or their possession. One thing about it is that, it's not going to do you a hill of being when this time of trouble comes. You know what I'm saying? So all your goods and all your resources, it's not going to save you when that time of trouble comes. The only thing will save you is this wisdom and knowledge, this gospel. And one thing about it, you got to seek the Lord. Also, the Lord's got to be dealing with you. The Lord's not dealing with you. Once again, you get ready to be put to death. Verse 11, it said, but put ye on the Lord, Yahushua Hamashiach, and make not provision for the flesh for to fulfill the lust thereof. So one thing about it is, hey man, you gotta have a whole nother mindset than when you come into this truth. You gotta have your mind made up. And one thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people right now, they are not worried about these calamities and catastrophes that get ready to come upon there. They're not worried about World War III. They're not worried about civil war. They're not worried about this great economic collapse that is coming. You know what I'm saying? The end of the dollar is the end of America. So we already know that the dollar is constantly what? Plunging. We seeing that our infrastructure is constantly what? Declining. America is finished. And one thing about it, a lot of people, they'll still say, oh, everything will be fine. We're going to snap back. Everything, hey, it's nothing going back the same. You know what I'm saying? We would have healed Babylon, but Babylon will not be healed. This is when this place go down, it's going to go down like, you know what I'm saying, in 1 hour. The Lord's going to, he's going to make his presence known with great glory and great power. So now, let's go here to Luke chapter 11. Luke chapter 11. See something I want to get out of Luke. Luke chapter 11 and verse, let's see. Luke chapter 11, verse 28. And he reads, said, but he said, yea. This is our Lord is speaking. It's in red letter. Luke chapter 11 and verse 28 said, but he said, yea, rather blessed are they that hear the words of the Almighty and keep it. So one thing about it, it's plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? You once you come into this knowledge, you know, you got to constantly meditate, you know, each and every day. You got to constantly strive for the truth to death. You know what I'm saying? You know, and one thing about it, when you go to Matthew chapter 24, I think it's 12 or 13, whereby it said, you know what I'm saying, the same that endure, the same shall be saved. You know what I'm saying? Shalom to everyone on the comment by Aqua and Aqua. Shalom to all of you, you know, for joining me on this live. Braca 5, Braca 5. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, yeah, hey man, we know that we're very close. And the true believers of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, we are the only one that's hearing his word, this lovely song. We hear it. We're dancing to the music. You know what I'm saying? Why the Lord said, you know, we have piped unto you, but you have not danced. And a lot of people right now, they're getting ready to dance, but hey, they're getting ready to dance right in that lake of fire. So now let's go here to James chapter, I think it's James chapter 5, one moment. James chapter, might be 1, let me see, James chapter 5. Let's go here to James chapter 5. James chapter 5. One moment. James chapter 5. James chapter 5 and verse 7. And it reads, it said, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husband waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and has long patience for it, until he receive the early and the latter rain. Verse 8 said, be ye also patient, establish your hearts or your mind, for the coming of the Lord draws nigh. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. So the Lord's getting ready to come. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting on that latter rain. He's waiting on for that precious fruit. What's that precious fruit? Those are the elect, the first fruit. You know what I'm saying? The one who was with the Lord back in Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it is that the Lord's getting ready to return. The Lord's getting ready to set things back in order. We seeing that the earth is all out of course. We seeing what's going on. This fire over here in Texas. We seeing these strange weather patterns. Each of their summer one day, might be fall the other day, might be winter time. So one thing about it, you don't know where the world coat or short sleeves. So you know, so we seeing that, you know, that left hand energy is constantly working left and right. And you know, it's time to hear the words of the Lord. It's time to seek the Lord while he can be found. So now let's go here to Jeremiah. We'll start getting some of these prophecies in a minute. We'll go to the comment board. Let's go here to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 28. Jeremiah chapter 28. Jeremiah. One moment. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse, we started at verse 8. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. And it reads, it says, the prophets that had been before me and before thee of old, both against many countries. Prophets. So like, let's start over again. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8 said, the prophet that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. That's what we're warning you right there, a war, evils, what, an ill time, an evil time, what, a perilous time, or what, a dangerous time. That's why the Lord said, redeem the time wisely, because we're living in an evil time right now. We're seeing that increased violence. We're seeing a lot of events are constantly happening all around the world. We're seeing that people are constantly dropping dead left and right. We're seeing that spirit of vengeance. It's own people. We're seeing that these demons are working overtime. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing a lot of what? Unbelief. And also we're seeing an uprising of what? A lot of false prophets. A lot of people, still calling out the wrong name. Jesus, Yah, Yahuwah, Yeshua, all these different names. Those are not the true names of the Heavenly Father. The Lord already said that, there will be an uprising of false prophets. That's why the Lord said in Matthew chapter 24, I think around verse 4, he said, take heed that no man deceive you. So a lot of people are being deceived. A lot of people are constantly getting rocked back to sleep from the left-hand side. We constantly we warning you a pestle. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that it's uprising on this disease X, and also this lung disease. I can't think of the name of it right off, but this respiratory disease. A lot of people going around with a dry cough, and they can't really give them a diagnosis for it right now. It's not the C19. So it's a lot of things are happening. And we seeing that they get ready to planning something. You know what I'm saying? These other pandemics, these lockdowns is getting ready to come into play. We already know we're coming in transition into this digital society, this beast banking system. Revelation chapter 13 is constantly speaking loud and clear. And also we know that what paragma is here. Also we know about this Neuralink. You know what I'm saying? Shall go into your right hand or into your forehead, buying and selling your transaction. So these things are constantly are picking up left and right. So we warn you a lot of these are pending dangers, but a lot of people are still not hearing. They still are not seeing. They just seeing what right before their eyes. It's sunshine today. It's lovely today. Let's go fishing. Let's barbecue. Let's twerk. Let's do all sorts of wickedness, and instead of turning to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So let's read this again. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8 said, the prophets that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of wars and evils and of pestilence. Verse 9 said, the prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So in that day, you're going to know that a prophet was among you, because these things are constantly manifest. We're seeing that these prophecies are lining up. But why is this happening? Why is that happening? We're seeing what's getting ready to happen to what? Once again, April the 8th. You know what I'm saying? These things are constantly happening. The Lord said he shall show great signs and wonders. You know what I'm saying? Blood moon, solar eclipse, total eclipse. A lot of these things coming to pass. Earthquakes in diverse places. A lot of things are constantly happening. The Lord is constantly speaking loud and clear, but he's speaking through you through the voice of the Lord, which in fact are the prophets. The one that is in the highways and the byway, constantly warning you of these impending dangers. Let's go here. Let's go here to Matthew's. No, let's go here to Ezekiel. Let's get a little bit more on that. Ezekiel chapter 3. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. And it reads, says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth and give them warning for me. So that's what we're doing each and every day, warning you. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very important to hear the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because he is the only way and the only answer. Because one thing about it, a lot of people are going to be searching for answers when this great economic collapse happens. You know what I'm saying? When you cannot go and get your favorite food, or go to this favorite restaurant, or get your medical supply, or even have a place to stay. So homeless is going to set in, poverty is going to set in. In the middle of the Lord, we constantly want. That's why the Lord set up watchmen. His mouthpiece. Who is that? These men are out here right now that you constantly scoffing them out, thinking that we're crazy, but you getting ready to find out that you are crazy. So let's drop down to verse 27. Now let's start back up at verse 18. And it reads, it said, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So one thing about it is that, you know, we're not warning you, you know what I'm saying? We're not warning you about this truth. We're not telling you what's getting ready to come, get ready to befall, you know, what's getting ready, coming upon us, which in fact, you know what I'm saying, a time of trouble that we've never seen before. The Lord is going to hold us accountable. We have blood on our hand because we held back our sword. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us our orders. We do not follow them out. We are going to die. One thing about it, we don't want that blood on our hand. We're going to present the evidence. Either you will hear or out of you will forbear. Once we put it out there, it's up to the Lord. If the Lord is dealing with you, you will get this knowledge. You will receive it. But one thing about it, that's all we're doing. So, hey, we don't want that blood on our hand. Also, we don't want that smoke from Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. Verse 19 said, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. And one thing about it, hey, that's what we want. We want to be delivered with great glory and great power. So if you're not listening, you're not seeing, that's on you. We told you. We told you so. And one thing about it is that, you know what I'm saying, hey, it's going to be on your hand. And one thing about it, the Lord said, you know what I'm saying, he's going to judge everyone on the planet. Everyone has got to go in front of the judgment seat of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, whether it was good or bad, whether you listen or not. You know what I'm saying? So you get ready to feel that fire very soon. Verse 20, it says again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin and his righteousness, and saying, which he has done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So that's one thing about it. You know, that's why we out here. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, keep not silent. Warn them for me. But we don't want that blood on our hand. And one thing about it, we want our sin blotted out. You know what I'm saying? We want to, you know, be the first fruit. You know, we want to be on that first dominion when the Lord come back and set up the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to the comment board in a little bit. Let's go here to Matthew's. Let's get a rundown of these prophecies. This is what we're constantly telling you about right here. Let's get a rundown of these prophecies. Let's go here to let's start at verse 6, because this is what we at right here. You know what I'm saying? So we you know, straight to a point, live. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ain't no more beating around the bush. It ain't gonna be too much more us out here on the highways and byways. We knowing that the famine of the word is fast approaching. We know that this internet is getting ready to go. We already knowing that, you know what I'm saying, blackouts, cyber attacks. We constantly warn you all these different things. You already see what happened with AT&T. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Things are constantly increasing. We seeing it right before our eyes. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6, it said, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. So that's what we're seeing right now. Rumors of war. We're seeing nation rise against nation, all sorts of things. Calamities and catastrophe, they're going to constantly happen. It's going to be like a domino effect. But the end is not yet. Verse 7 said, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All of these are the beginning of sorrow. These are what? The birth pain. You know what I'm saying? These are the contraction. These are the plagues that are not going to slack down for a moment until the Lord bring it forth. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman travailing with a child, the Lord's going to bring it forth. So we're seeing these plagues are constantly increasing on every side. We're seeing that these scourges are constantly are picking up. We're seeing it left and right. You know what I'm saying? Every day when you turn, watch the social media or news, you know, attack over here, or it's rumors of this or rumors of that. And we're going to constantly see these left and right. I think it was in Pennsylvania. It was another train derailment. You know, so hey man, this red devil is constantly working this overtime left and right. So we at the beginning of sorrow, but we already knowing that Jacob's trouble is getting ready to start. So let's drop down to verse. Let's start back up at verse 9, and it reads, said, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Verse 10, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and they shall hate one another. Verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise, and they shall deceive many. So we seeing that right now, you know what I'm saying? These mega churches, pastor pork chop, constantly deceiving people, you know what I'm saying? People are constantly being what docile. People are still not in the know. People are still under this what you call so-called religion, you know what I'm saying? This man-made foolishness, mockery, you know, these false doctrines, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you, man, the Lord is doing a mighty work. And also we seeing that a lot of people are getting ready to be betrayed. They're going to betray one another. There's going to be a lot of persecution. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's going to be persecution of the saints. We know that, you know, these, that's why they got these 15-minute cities, these what you call these FEMA camps, these quarantine facilities. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that uprising of this virus or this is coming upon us at a fast pace. So one thing about it, we're not ignorant of Satan's device. We know that he's getting ready to try to perform his agenda, his plan, his plot. Verse 12 says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So we seeing that what increased violence. We seeing that a lot of people are basically bugged out of their damn mind. We seeing blood touching blood each and every day. We seeing a lot of senseless death. We seeing mothers and daughters are killing one another. We seeing sons and fathers are killing one another. We seeing pretty much the whole entire family are turning against one another. The Lord said he will cause that type of division right before his great and glorious return. So a lot of our people right now still think that, oh, everyone can be saved. The Lord loves everyone. What are they talking about? The Lord is about love, love, love. You know what I'm saying? That's a total lie. Let's get this right here right quick. We'll come back to Matthew 24. Let's go to Matthew 10. You know, this is what the Lord said. You know, there's a lot of people saying this. Why did the Lord say this here right here? Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. Let's go here. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. You know, why did the Lord say this right here? That's what I want to know. Ex all these damn so-called Christians, the one that is in these harlot house. Why did the Lord say this right here? He said, it says Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34 said, think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So one thing about what do that sound like? Do that sound like the Lord love everyone? Do that sound like the Lord is coming back and it's going to be a Christmas in July? Hell no. The Lord said he's coming back to bring that sword. That sword goes into what? To judgment. Massive judgment is coming. The body count is getting ready to be great. Your ass better wake up. You better start hearing. You better start seeing, because one thing about it, we're running out of time. In the middle of the Lord's getting ready to cut this truth off. He's getting ready to turn the cameras off. He's getting ready to turn the communications off. He's getting ready to get your attention very soon. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, love a lap of luxury. A lot of people are relaxing in their leave. But one thing about it, the Lord's getting ready to cut it off. And hey, we cannot wait. So let's read this again. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 24 said, think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord said. You know what I'm saying? This is red letter. The Lord said it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't say that. The Lord said he come in the volume of the book. These are not our words. These are the words of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, the one that sent us. You know what I'm saying? You keep playing games, and all these damn games about to be over. Verse 35 says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against his mother, and the daughter-in-law against his mother-in-law. Verse 36, it said, and a man's foe shall be of his own household. So we seeing that left and right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Bible's spot on. I think it was a guy, I don't know if it was in Ohio, was in Indiana, I can't remember what state it happened in, but this guy lost his job. And he said it was the only best way to really solve the problem was to kill his entire family. You know, so he murdered his entire family, including himself. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord ain't dealing with weak or feminine men. You know, afraid or scared. You know what I'm saying? When adversity comes, they crumble like a cookie. You know what I'm saying? This is the only way out. We're going to have to kill ourselves. But one thing about it, the Lord, guess what? You got to suffer that second death. The Lord going to put you back in another body, and you're going to feel the fire. So there's no escaping the hands of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So one thing about it, so that's what we're seeing each and every day. We're seeing uprising, all sorts of senseless death. We're seeing uprisings, all sorts of wickedness, abomination, all sorts of different homosexuality. We're seeing pay your fears on the rise. You know what I'm saying? People are just doing pretty much everything. That's why the Lord is going to come back and set it all back into order, because this place is going to be cleansed with that fervent heat which in fact is those IBCM missiles. And the Lord's getting ready to do a mighty work. So, you keep hollering about the Lord love everyone. Everyone can be saved. You keep thinking that the Lord said he getting ready to bring that sword. He's sharpening it up right now. Let's go back to Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24, straight to the point lesson. We're going to go to the coming board in a minute. And Shalom for everyone joining me on this live once again. Shalom, Brakathah. Let's go back here to, so we knowing that, let's go here, let's start back up at verse 14. You know what I'm saying? Our people still got fire, laughing and having a great old time. Love showing their teeth and smiling about everything. I'm happy to be here. You happen to die here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people getting ready to die here. They're very docile, very wicked. You know what I'm saying? Very rebellious. They don't want to hear the words of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? In my family, I had a sister very close to me. She was very close to me and stuff like that. I used to always tell her about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? She had a heart condition. You don't want to go in too deep, but she had a heart condition. And I used to try to tell her, look, the Lord can turn things around. He can heal you. He can make your heart get stronger. So I don't want to hear that. Stop talking to me. I don't want to talk about that. Didn't want to hear the words of the Lord. The Lord took her out while she was eating. You know what I'm saying? They say that he found her with cheese crackers in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Lord, when he stop you, when he get ready to take you out, don't give a damn what you doing. The Lord gonna stop you just like that. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord require your soul, you coming home. Can't nobody do nothing about it. When your number come up, you get ready to go in front of the judgment seat of Yahweh by Hashem. And guess what? You're going to be back in your right mind then. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord, I didn't know. Lord, have mercy upon me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be hollering no goddamn white man Jesus either. You're going to see a Negro man from the tribe of Judah. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be wanting to know what the hell was wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? So let's start back up. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 14. He said, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Man, goddamn, that's what's going on right now. How in the hell all these people are saying Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, all across the world. You know what I'm saying? In Mississippi, in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? In Texas, in California, in West Virginia, in North Carolina, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much all over America. Also, when you go overseas, you know what I'm saying? Germany, you know what I'm saying? Over there in France, over there in Africa, you know what I'm saying? Russia, you know, speaking in all different languages. Everyone is saying, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. But why is that all this is happening? The Lord telling you right here. You know why it's happening? Because what? We were scattered in all nations. So this gospel's got to be preached through the four corners of the earth. Then shall the end come. So, hey, man, we're getting very close. And then, Lord, we're almost at the end of our testimony. Let's read that one more time. Matthew chapter 24, verse 14 said, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Then shall the end come. So, hey, we're very close to the end. You see in the men, we're standing on our watch. We're standing on fire for Yahweh by Hashem Shai. And a lot of these people right now, out here still or what? Playing games. Talking about going fishing. Going to over here to a cruise, you know, still relaxing in their damn leagues. It's gonna come like, you know, all of a sudden. And we cut some one. Let's drop down to verse let's drop down to verse 22. And it reads that, and except those days should be short, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be short. Verse 23, then if any man say unto you, lo, there is the Hamashiach, or there, Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. Verse 24, for there shall arise false Hamashiach and false prophet, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So we coming upon that time, you know what I'm saying? So a time of trouble that we've never seen for Jacob's trouble. We know that the devil's getting ready to come down with great wrath. When you go to Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12, you know what I'm saying? We know that he got a short window, this short season. So we already know he's getting ready to come with all this different technology, this AI, these lying wonders, this transhumanism. You know, it's also this digital society, these digital IDs. You know what I'm saying? It's right before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? The stage is set. All things are ready. Are you hearing the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai? Are you still thinking that this is a game? All the games are about to be over. We're constantly warning you, left and right. These things are happening right before our eyes. I mean, very quickly. That's why the Lord is accelerating time. You know what I'm saying? The elect, the house of David, the true believers of Yahweh. By Hashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord's coming to deliver us. You know what I'm saying? Very soon. We almost out of this thing. Let's go here. Let's drop down. Matthew chapter 24 got a lot of good meat in it. And get ready to come to the comment board. Let's go here to verse 29 and say, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. So one thing about what is this talking about? This talking about a nuclear exchange. It's talking about you know what I'm saying, all this different radio activity is going to be thrown up into the atmosphere, blotting out the suns. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's going to be darkness. So the Lord's going to return in the midst of all that gross darkness. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be great sorrow. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it is that, you know, it's going to be a time that we have never seen before. Once again, we're seeing that it's happening right before our eyes. You know, so the Lord's going to come in the midst of what? World War III. That's why he's gathering the nation. When you go to Joel chapter 3, Lord's gathering the nation for what? The controversy of Zion. That's why the Lord said, wait on him till he rise up against the prey. These what other nations, also these 2/3. Lord's getting ready to set everything back into order. Verse 30 says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, the sign of the Son of Man in the heavens. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of what that fathership, those UFO, the UAPs of the church of the Most High of heaven with power and great glory. So when we get very close, we get ready to see an event that we've never seen before. That's why I said, every eye shall see him, even the one that pierced him. There's no new thing under the sun. So the Lord's getting ready to return. We're seeing UFO sites all across the world. Verse 31, it said, and he said, verse 31, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 31, and he said, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So one thing about it, the Lord's going to come from what? From the east to the west, and that great fathership, you know, what, gathering his elect. You know what I'm saying? The Lord going to say what? Come up hither. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, we're going to be with our Lord and Savior forever and forever, man. I'm telling you, man, we're very close to this time. We constantly want to hear the words of the Lord. So now, let's go to the comment board. Get a little swig of water right quick. We'll go to the comment board. We'll get a few more, then we'll shut it down. Select it. Let's go to the comment board right quick. Comment board. See where we at. Bear with me one moment. Yeah, we're getting very close. We're getting close to the end of this thing, y'all. We're getting very close, man. We are very excited. We are very, very excited. We're very excited. Rejoice ye heaven. Let's go here to the comment board. See what we got on the comment board. See here, let's start up at the top. See what we got here. Shalom to Gabar Anash serving Yahweh Shai 144. Shalom to you, brother. Brakatha to you, brother. Let's see what he got here. We got Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. The hell you blowing at, man? What's wrong with him? Oh, he blowing at somebody. I thought you were blowing at me, boy. These devils get busy out here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with him. He got his mind right. We read that, but one thing about it is that, you know what I'm saying, that's one thing about we are constantly warning, you know what I'm saying, the 2/3, the one that don't want to hear this word. We ain't giving a damn about the heathen nation. And one thing about it, we don't want that blood on our hand. And one thing about it, you're hearing the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. But one thing about it, you're not heeding. You know what I'm saying? You're not listening. You're not you're showing no regard right now. But when that time of trouble comes, your ass is you will be bugged out of your mind. Shalom to Zakar chasing 444. Shalom to you, brother. Brakatha. Shalom to you, brother. Same brother, Gabar Anash, serving of Yahweh Shai 144. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1 said, but of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Verse 2 said, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So that's right, you know, so we know perfectly well that the Lord is getting ready to return because of what? The signs of the time. We see in the prophecy, you know what I'm saying? They're speaking right now. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, it's right in front of your face. A lot of people right now say, oh, everything will be fine. It's just a little rough patch, but hey, you keep you have a what? A strong delusion. And one thing about it is that, you know, when they say peace and safety, total destruction will come upon us. So right now we're in peace and safety right now. People are still thinking that they're a good case, but they're getting ready to find out. They're getting ready to have a what? A vaccination of the spirit. So we know what the times and the seasons that we're living in right now. You're seeing that we're coming upon a great time that we have never seen before. Jacob's trouble, it is at the door. Same brother, you have Revelation chapter 3 verse 10 said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So we're coming upon that time. You know what I'm saying? We know that we're coming upon this digital society. It's going to be digital, programmable, also implantable. You're going to have to take it under the skin. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a part of the new system, either you take that or you die. A lot of people are going to starve to death. You know, a lot of people are going to be thrown in these FEMA camp, these quarantine facilities, these 15-minute cities, and everybody, you know, they want what? Total control, track and tag everyone on the planet. One thing about it, the Lord said, because you have kept the patience, kept the what? The endurance, you know what I'm saying? You kept striving, you know what I'm saying? You kept the faith, you kept pushing, you kept believing. And one thing about it, the Lord said, well, he's going to deliver you out of this nightmare very soon. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, the Lord's gonna lift up that standard. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, you know what I'm saying, spiritual power is right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So aid is on the way. All we gotta do is keep trusting and believing in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord's gonna do the rest. Stand still. Verse 11, the same brother said, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast with thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So one thing about it, you know, we got to constantly persevere. You know, so we got to constantly endure. We got to endure everything that's coming upon us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is constantly purging us. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're suffering, we in our lower state, seem like that we're not going to make it. We're the underdog. But one thing about it, we get ready to come up. The Lord said, hey, you know that the victory is out. The Lord has got the victory. The Lord has overcome. You shall also overcome. And one thing about it, hey man, the Lord, you know what I'm saying, is getting ready to step in on our behalf. The Lord's getting ready, you know what I'm saying, hey, finna get ready to interrupt a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's getting ready to be a rude awakening very soon. Hey, we cannot wait. And so one thing about it, so hold fast what you have. You know, keep what meditating day and night. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom and knowledge should be what? The stability of the child. You got to have this with it. And one thing about it, you got to have the main ingredient. What is that main ingredient? Faith. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it here, man, you got to have faith off the chain. Because one thing about it, your faith is getting ready to be tried. Everyone on the planet is getting ready to be a global event. And the one that will be most in trouble is the what? The Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you. It is time to turn to your true power while he can be found, because the Lord is getting ready to drop that hammer. He said, you know, he come to bring that sword. We constantly warn you, left and right. Keep thinking that this is a game. Same brother, Gabar, Anah, servant of Yahweh Shai 144, it says in Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6 said, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the time, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is the treasure. That's one thing about it. No, in order to come into this truth, you got to have a fear of the Lord. You know, that's the beginning of wisdom. And saying a lot of people, you right now, which is these two people, they don't fear the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They constantly putting off from day to day. But one thing about it, it's getting ready to happen. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have this light in you, and when these death angels come and the Lord bring that destroying wind, you're going to be totally destroyed. Let's go here. So what else we got here? Let's drop down here. I see Gabar Nash lit it up for me. Let's go here to Gabar Nash, servant of Yahweh Shai 144. Let's get this one right here. It said, Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. Verse 9, he said, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go, everyone unto his own country. And her judgment reaches into the heavens and is filled even to the sky. That's right. The Lord, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is constantly what is visiting the iniquity of Esau, Edom. The Lord said he will what? Bathe his sword in what? Idumea. Idumea is a Greek way of saying Edom. You know what I'm saying? That red man, Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25, the first one came out red. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is getting ready to come for his red ass very soon. Hey man, hey, he's walking in great pride right now. You know what I'm saying? Babylon is going to fall and will never get back up ever again. This place is getting ready to be totally destroyed. We constantly telling our people left and right, but they do still are not hearing. Nightquan, shalom to you, brother Brakathar. Let's go here. See what else we have here. Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 3, the bar not servant of Yahweh 144 said, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me even unto this very day. That's right. Same what happened in what Moses' time, what happened in Lot's time, what's going on in these times. That same rebellious house that did not want to return to Yahweh. By Shema, still ain't not listening. Still was stiff-necked. Still are sadists, foolish children. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, because ye have rejected. Now, when you go to Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, you know the Lord's getting ready to reject you. And one thing about it, he's going to leave you here and melt you very soon. So let's drop down and throw water to everyone on the comment board. Throw water to you brothers. See what else we got here. See, shalom to my big bro, GMS Alawana Bay 144. Shalom to you, bro. Brakatah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. One thing about it, goddamn it, hey man, you gotta stay on fire for the Lord. Let's see what my big brother got here, the general. Let's see what he got here. Ecclesiastes Sirach 40:1. He said, great travail is created for every man, and a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam from the day that they go out their mother's womb till the day that they are returned to, I guess, to the ground. That's what he's trying to say. But one thing about that's right. So we already know what happened in the garden. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we already know the earth. You know what I'm saying? We fell in the garden. And one thing about it, you know what I'm saying? So all this sin and all this wickedness, that evil seed is sown. So one thing about it, but the Lord's getting ready to set the record straight. The Lord is getting ready to turn this world back up, right side up. This is the upside down kingdom. This place is the land of confusion, disorder, you know, all sorts of wickedness. But right now we seeing that right now we're dying like men. Ye are gods, but ye shall die like men. But one thing about it, but the Lord's getting ready to turn all that back around. He's getting ready to restore us. The Lord's getting ready to put us back in our first estate. The Lord's getting ready to give us power over the nation. The Lord's getting ready to give us what? Immortality, rulership, spiritual power. If you're not ready to rule, you're getting ready to die. Let's see what else we got here. Same brother, it said to return to the mother of all. It's kind of broke up a little bit. Let's see what else you got. Sirach 40:2. It said, their imagination of things are to come, and the day of death trouble their thoughts, and call fear of the heart. Verse 3 said, from him that sitteth on the throne of glory, unto him that is humble in the earth and ashes. Verse 4, it said from him that wears purple and a crown, unto him that is clothed with a linen. It's kind of broke up a little bit, but one thing about I understand what he's saying. But hey, we seeing that we're very close. We seeing that the Lord is getting ready to restore. We seeing that, you know, right now we seeing that the evil is sown. We seeing a lot of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Even though when we born into what sin because of what happened in the garden. You know what I'm saying? When Adam and Eve fell. You know, we knowing that right now the Lord's getting ready to restore us. The Lord is getting ready to renew the earth. The Lord is getting ready to bring forth the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, cutting up these precepts, these red devils. You know what I'm saying? See what else we got by the same brother. All I want to bad. Let's get this one here. Ecclesiastes 40:9. See if I can get it all broken up. I already know what's going on. Let's see if I can put it together. It says, verse 8 says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Verse 9, it said, death and bloodshed, strife and the sword, calamity, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is sending those things right now. We're seeing that as of the days of Noah. It said, verse 10, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sake came the flood. So we already know that we're living in the days of Noah. What happened in Noah's time? You know what I'm saying? They constantly know they kept up a lot of what wickedness, a lot of what sexual immorality, a lot of rebellions, you know, a lot of do thy will spirit. They was walking in great pride. There's no new thing under the sun. So we already know what the Lord had to do in Noah's time. He destroyed the world by what? By fire. by water. This time he gonna destroy the world by what? By fire. So we already know we're coming upon this time. Let's get one more. It's here, Ariam Let's get one of here. Shalom to you, brother. Shalom to you, brother. Brakathah said, Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. He said, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. Verse 25 said, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproofs, constantly being rebellious. Verse 26, same brother, it says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear is coming. Proverbs 27, 1 and 27 said, when your fear is coming as a desolation, and your destruction comes upon you as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish comes upon you. Verse 28, same brother, it said, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Verse 29 said, for they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. So one thing about it, so those that same rebellious houses, they're gonna seek the Lord, but it's gonna be too late. So when they seeing that these they're gonna start putting all these different mandates in place. They're gonna start putting these checkpoints in place. We're gonna be seeing what civil unrest. We're gonna be seeing sedition among men. Also, we're gonna be knowing that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be bankrupt. Your money is gonna be obsolete. People gonna be wanting to try to find out what is I'm going to do. They're gonna be wanting to try to seek the answers from what? From the prophets, the voice of the Lord. But it will be too late because what? You didn't have a fear of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You despise and you mock the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So now let's go here. And also shalom to Ken Prophets. I'm hoping you're saying your name. Shalom to you, bro. Let's get a couple more and we'll shut it down. Let's go here. Let's go back to the scriptures. Let's go here to we'll get a couple more and we're gonna shut it down. Let's go here to Proverbs chapter 8. You know, find out the Lord, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is awesome power. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 8. Proverbs chapter 8. Proverbs chapter 8. We'll start up at verse. Proverbs chapter 8, and we'll read down. Proverbs chapter 8, and I'll start here at 27. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, you know, he's from the beginning with Yahweh, the great king that sits on the throne. Let's read this. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is mighty and great. The Lord's getting ready to come back with that great glory and great power, that great angelic force. He's getting ready to set things back in order. Let's read a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, but the Lord, our power that's getting ready to return. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 27 said, when he prepares the heaven, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth. Verse 28, when he established the clouds above, when he stripped the foundation of the deep. So one thing, who was there? Yahweh. He was with what? He was with the great king that sits on the throne, Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning. In the Elohims. Verse 29 said, when he gave the sea his decree that the water should not pass, his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth. Verse 30, then I was by him as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him. Verse 31 said, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. So one thing about it, that, hey man, you know, the Lord is the check player, you know, a master. Man, I'm telling you, man, the Lord is off the chain. We're seeing that, you know, the Lord was there in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? The great king that sits on the throne, Yahweh, gave Yahweh Shai the blueprint. He created everything that you know and see. That's who is getting ready to return with great glory and great power. Verse 32, he said, and now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Verse 33 said, hear instruction, be wise, and refuse it not. Verse 34, blessed is the man that hears me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. Verse 35, for whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall attain favor of the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. Verse 36, but he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All that hate me love death. So that's what's getting ready to happen to these damn truth there. One is not hearing the word or words of Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua. You hate the Lord. You hate this word. You know what I'm saying? What? You love death. You get ready to be totally destroyed. So let's go here to Psalm chapter 40. We get one more. We close out. Let's go to Psalm chapter 40 and we close out. Let's go here to Psalm chapter 40. Psalm chapter 40. Psalm chapter 40 and verse 7. So, these are not our words. These are words of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it is, we're following orders. We're being watchmen for Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. We're keeping not silent. We knowing that the Lord is getting ready to bring. We knowing that we're at the end of this thing. That's why we're rejoicing. Psalm chapter 40 and verse 7, it said, Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. Who? Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. These are not our words. These are the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. When you go to what? St. John 1 and 1, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord was the word. The word was with us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we are here, man. We are very close, man. We are very excited. Let's go here to Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. Revelation chapter 19. Revelation chapter 19. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. It said, And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and the righteous, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. Verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself. Verse 13, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Almighty, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. Verse 14, and the armies of which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Man, the Lord's getting ready to return. Man, I'm telling you right now. Verse 15 says, And out of his mouth goes a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nation, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of his fierceness, and the wrath of the Almighty, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. Verse 16, and he has on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Man, I'm telling you, man, the Lord's getting ready to do a mighty work. Want to read some more of it, but we're getting very close. The Lord's getting ready to come, to get ready to return. The Lord is getting ready to set things back in order. We're seeing all these things that's going on all around the world simultaneously. We're seeing that things are happening left and right. We're seeing that we're getting very close. We're seeing that the end is manifesting right before our eyes. It's time to seek the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because what? We are running out of time. You're seeing that this gospel is being preached throughout the four corners of earth. We know that the end is very close. We're seeing rumors of war. Things get escalate at any given time. Watch, pray, and be sober. So I like to face the east. I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rikar Kwadash, and double honors to those great millstone while lunch is true, and also to the Ophilet that is scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom, keep pushing, keep believing. Hey, the Lord is getting ready to return and set everything back into order. Shalom, Shalom, Brakathah, Brakathah, Shalom.